No problem. Thank you.
Rick, Sunday has been officially moved to Marietta for baseball. Remember we talked about that? So it's not Kenyon. It's same time. On Sunday here. There.
I thought you just said it was moved to Marietta.
Well, sorry. They moved the game. Marietta's now Sunday, and Kenyon is just one. All right, there you go.
All right, well, good afternoon, and we have returned here on CampusNation.com, the sports animal, and also WZAA 106.9 LPFM in Jeffersonville, Ohio. We're here for Game 2 of the two-game doubleheader here from Wilmington College, the campus of Wilmington College, and, of course, your Fightin Quakers are hosting the Capital Crusaders of Bexley, Ohio. That's Columbus, for those that maybe don't know, and we are getting ready for this second game. The lineups are being presented to the umpires as we speak. And, of course, you can catch all this action on and over the air on WZAA in Jeffersonville and also on CampusNation.com as well as YouTube right here in living color in HD quality. And after the game, just like after Game 1, the game will be immediately available. So if you want to go back and review anything, take a look at it, feel free to do so. Charlie Hargrave's going to be in again for our play-by-play. Dino is down first base line next to the visiting dugout of the Capital team. And so we're trying to get you some good shots here on Campus Nation. We're going to go to 4 cameras, I think, for football. So, yeah, it'll give us a lot of interesting perspectives. And we've got a new we've actually had it most of the year. We just haven't decided to break it out until this fall. We've got a new, well, we might try it for the spring game down at Hocking College. But anyway, our new ESPN3 graphics. So everybody is shaking hands, and we're getting ready for game number 2. The Fightin Quakers won Game 1, 9-7. And I better set the go ahead and reset the score here.
Number 17, the first baseman Corey Mangan batting 4th. Number 14, the third baseman Kristen Mellott batting 5th. Number 6,
you hit it right, just right, don't you?
Waiter.
Yep.
Batting 6th. Number 3,
It's all within touch, Charlie.
I noticed that.
Check that Haley
The sun's coming out now.
Well, the sun's been out really almost the entirety of both games, but it's even brighter here in the late hours of the afternoon. This game getting underway at right at 5:30, and our game time temperature 39 degrees, Charlie. So we've
Gained a couple of degrees.
Yeah, we've gained a couple of degrees, and we've been holding.
Never did make it quite to that, even 42 yet.
No, and I don't think we're going to get to 60 tomorrow, unfortunately.
Number 14, Allison Pierce. Batting 5th. Number 10, the catcher Juliet Cook. Batting 6th.
But you have a car show tomorrow.
Mariah Burkhart batting 7th.
Supposed to, yes.
And where is it going to be?
Williamsburg, down at Mama's Grill.
Mama's Grill in Williamsburg.
Well, you've been down there before.
I have. They got great food.
They do.
Big portions.
I'll probably have to take the Vibe down again. I haven't got to my hearses yet.
Hearses are not running yet.
Well, they could be. I just got
You could almost say they were dead, right?
One is, yeah. Well, the battery is dead. They're always dead.
For those of you that don't know, Charlie drives Hearsts.
2 of them.
Yeah, well, not at the same time.
No.
Usually one at a time,
That'd
right?
be talented, though.
That would be talented, yeah.
All right, well, we're going to get started here. Vickers and Slusher and Mangan will be the first 3. Pam Vickers, she's a senior shortstop out of Nordonia. Sagamore Hills.
So we have an entirely new battery here for the Quakers.
Yep.
Number 22, Pam Vickers.
Vickers in the first game was 2 for 4. And she bunts the first one foul.
Now pitching Tyler Rico, too lazy to check second base in a baseball game.
Oh,
You probably start laughing because you know you're right too.
yep, Vickers 2 for 4 in the first game.
Kayla and I went to the cages the other day.
Fouls the first one off. And she pops this one up. Should be handled by the second baseman, and it is.
So who do we have coming in for the morning show tomorrow, Charlie? It's, what?
Old Man Wednesday tomorrow.
Yeah, Wednesday. So it's just a bunch of old men, huh?
Yep, you need to join us for that conversation.
I'm not old enough, Charlie.
Mark Klingler. Heck, you're the oldest, aren't you? No, Jerry is, I don't know. Jerry's younger than you, isn't he? First one's a ball.
I don't have a clue.
Jerry Keplinger, myself, Mark Klingler, and we're going to try to solve the world's problems, just like you would at McDonald's in the morning.
Oh,
Well,
Nubber.
yeah, Nubber the second baseman, but we have our second out. Slusher 4-3 on the ground out. Mangan coming up. Now, Mangan just came in late in the game, and she had a base hit and made the last out of the game, so she was 1 for 2.
Was that our Northmont product?
Mangan, yeah, is the Northmont product. You're right.
Okay.
Good memory.
I know. I'm just
First
sharp
pitch,
as a tack.
swinging strike. Mangan is the best hitter the Capital Crusaders have. Next pitch is on its way inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Of course, Northmont being a part of the G-Walk. And
Persicano is the pitcher. She's a senior out of Cincinnati Turpin. But Knoxville, Tennessee resident now.
fouled off.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, easy, Kelly, easy. I want to be able to walk the rest of the week.
Well, Charlie, you don't walk on your shoulders.
Oh,
That was a seeing eye hit.
base hit.
So with 2 outs, we have a hit.
Now hit
And Mellott coming up.
14, Kristen Mellott.
And the first game, she was 2 for 4. She had 2 base hits.
And then I used my sister's softball bat in the cages one day for an eye win just a couple weeks ago. I think they were easier.
She's from Clear Spring, Maryland. This is the Maryland
That
girl.
was low.
First pitch is a ball.
Mitch is back.
Yep, for an inning or two.
The
Pretty.
Mitch.
Yes, Charlie.
The Mitch. The
No,
Mitch.
no.
The Mitch
You
is
know what
back.
he's going to do. See, I told you. I knew where he was going with that.
Oh,
another base hit.
And that's where our first 2 base hits went in the first game, right there, that right center field gap. The runner goes to third, so we got runners on the corner here. Capitals working it with 2 out.
I don't know if you remember, Rick, when Bolton Wallace was here, I sort of chimed in a little bit in the broadcast, and one of the things I said about Beth Persicano is most of the time she struggles in the first 2 innings. Once she gets through the first 2 innings, the first time there, she sort of settles down and battles. But usually teams, when she gets hopped on, it's really early. Now, the exception of that was the game at Marietta where she pitched great for 6 and a 1/3 inning pretty much.
First
I
pitch
did
to
remember
Walter
you
is a
telling me that.
strike.
But she can get out of this here with a retirement.
That's right.
Right
We
now.
got 2 outs, so
1 for 4 in the first game. It was Walter.
we've had back-to-back hits here with 2 outs.
Walter likes going to that left side.
Oh, booted.
Hit to the shortstop,
it's
but
an
they
out.
got the out.
Yep, so that's a fielder's choice, 6-4 for those of you scoring at home, and that will do it. So anytime you can strain a runner at third base, always
right.
great from a defensive perspective. And
2 left on base, 2 hits, no runs that inning.
Crusader half of the first inning.
So, Mitch, what did you think of that first game?
No errors and 2.
well, I think it's pretty back and forth, pretty fun to watch. It went almost 2 hours, which is a little bit longer on the longer side for a softball game. Looking at the box score just briefly when I was uploading it on the Athletics website, There were like Wilmington had 13 hits, and 5 or 6 individuals all had 2 hits. So it's a pretty balanced offensive performance. Sometimes you see, someone that has goes 4 for 5 with 4 RBIs and a home run or something like that. And it was really a balanced effort there from the Quakers offensively, and pretty important there for Grace Shell to sort of dial in. There was a point there where Cap could have taken a lead late in the game, and good job there from Shell. I think one of the things, if you talk to Coach Floyd about Grace, is she has great stuff. She just sometimes loses command, and usually she's, I would guess, on pace for 2 or 3 walks per 7-inning game. And so she has to get herself out of some jams sometimes, and I think for the most part she did that.
That's not unusual with a young pitcher.
Correct. Correct. Especially one like Grace has pitched a lot of innings. I mean, she's pitched.
Oh, she has pitched to a lion's share.
Her and Persicano have pitched 95% of the innings.
Right. Yeah.
The left fielder.
So Hazlett, the catcher from the first game, is the pitcher for this game.
So do we have the same walk-up music for the second game as we do the first game?
So the kids choose what they want.
Well, I know, but I mean, I wondered if they switched it up or something.
Nah.
I'm just asking.
I mean, I don't think you would. You might like if there's a game a couple of days from now, you might ask them to switch it up.
All right. So the Fightin Quakers in the bottom of the first.
And Hooper to lead things off. First one's a ball.
So again, Hazlitt, 5.56 ERA and 56 and 2/3 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts and 28 walks. So basically a walk every other inning and a strikeout every 3-4-ish innings.
Hooper in the first game was 1 for 3, and she got on base via the walk twice. And she also scored twice. And curiously enough, is when she got the walks. Foul tip. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Sound like it hit someone.
Wind has kind of picked up. I noticed the flag blowing
Yep.
pretty substantially to right field. Sun is out now, so that's
helpful.
little warmer temperatures for everyone outside. Think of
39, right?
our cameraman Dean there down the first base line.
Yep. Oh, and tried to slap it over the third baseman's head. Good effort, but went foul. And the Hooper girls are twins, but one is I heard of a minute older.
A minute older, I would expect, at least. Did you hear which one, Charlie?
I don't know. I don't know who's oldest. Her mom's right over here. Maybe we'll ask her. She was there.
Oh. She didn't even think she had that.
Yeah, L4, and that was interesting.
That was like an ice cream cone there.
Rick, Charlie, we don't see Savannah pull the ball that often. I mean, I can remember only a handful of times this season seeing Savannah hit the ball to the right side of second base.
And Slusher caught that ball.
That's right, that is. Usually it's to the left.
Slusher caught that ball, and she was more surprised than anybody.
That's right. Yeah.
You see her face?
It was in the webbing of her.
Oh, I got it. Look at here. So coming up now for Wilmington is Dixon, and Dixon, the first game, was 1 for 4, but she did have a double.
Came in today hitting only 167, was 2 of 12, so better than her average there in game 1. Again, the majority this year used as a defensive replacement in the outfield and as a pinch runner.
So 2 balls on Dixon. And she's swinging with 2 balls. Foul down the first base line. Not real authoritative with that swing. That's kind of an excuse me. Yeah, 2 balls, 1 strike on Dixon.
Is she a freshman?
Let's see.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Marysville,
Triad.
Ohio.
Marysville. Okay.
Triad High School. Ball in. 3-1.
I could be mistaken here, Charlie. You might know this. I think that's where Tara Roush is from, the former All-American women's basketball player for Wilmington. Won a national championship in 2004.
Not sure. Ball
Centerpiece of that team.
So that was low.
So Dixon gets on.
The second base.
Kemp coming up.
23, Alicia. Kemp.
So that is Wilmington's first base runner.
Kemp was 2 for 4 in the first game with a base hit and a double. And gets
Nice
a base
hit.
hit here. Man.
Oh, good stop.
I think she's going to make it. Oh, no.
That was close.
Yeah,
Yep.
she did make
Base
it.
hit.
That was
Wow.
a split there, yeah.
Well, and I'm going to tell you what. She kind of was.
Out of the baseline almost.
But
she
she
ran.
was thinking about rounding.
I know,
She needed to be beating it out. Yeah.
She, instead of making a beeline, she sort of made that big turn like we do in Ohio when we're turning into a driveway or something.
Well, she was thinking that was going to get through, and the shortstop about threw her out.
And I would say at this point, Charlie and Rick, Alicia's got to be, Alicia and Grace Shell have been the two most impact freshmen thus far for Wilmington. Alicia both offensively and defensively, and of course Grace on the mound.
Yeah, I said in the earlier broadcast and the other times that I've watched the Lady Quakers play, she really is impressive, I think. She's really a spark plug there as far as, and her defensive skills are excellent.
Pierce was 0 for 3 in the first game with a walk. One out, runners at first and second.
Yep. Perfect time for Allison to lace one there. She's hit a couple of right center field on some of these broadcasts before.
Lots of maneuvering going on here between the coaches. What are we going to pitch her?
That was hard to take.
That was a strike, a little high strike here to Pierce.
Looked
One
like a
ball,
little
one strike.
curveball there, Charlie, or
Yeah,
change
kinda
up, or definitely something off speed for sure.
Yep. I think there's just maybe a big discussion whether she might bunt or not, but she's not bunting.
Scoops it up, and there's a
Foul
force.
ball.
Oh, good.
Foul ball.
That saves us.
Yeah, because for sure the lead runner was going to be out, and who knows what would have happened on that throw.
So new life.
One ball. Yeah, and I tell you what, they're giving her a big hole out there between the second baseman and the pitcher right through there.
Oh,
She laid off a 2-2.
that was either a very good eye or because I would have been swinging.
The other thing I noticed, Charlie, defensively for Capital is the center fielder is shaded for Pierce to pull. I mean, there's a huge
To the
gap
third
what I mean,
base
there
side.
is.
in right
Yeah.
center field.
Yep.
There is.
She just goes with the pitch.
Full count.
And it's interesting to me to have Capital shade their outfield a little bit, as center fielder to the pull side, but pitching Pierce on the outside.
That's
you would
exactly
think,
what I was just going to say.
There's an inside pitch jammed her.
Oh,
and
good
nice,
play.
nice.
That was an unbelievable play. Shortstop.
Number 22.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. They shaded her though she was going to go to the left side of the diamond and pitched her to the right side.
And I can't quite see here, guys. That ball was going fair, wasn't it? I mean,
Oh,
that
that was
saved
way
a base
fair,
hit for sure.
Yeah, it would have
Yep.
been fair.
Yeah.
Cook, now in the first game, she kind of struggled, but her last time at bat, she had a double. She's flown out twice to right in the first.
And Charlie, here's my annual broadcast supporting the University of Michigan. Jilly is a big Michigan fan, broke out of a slump, and was happy to hear Nan Payne, the head coach of Capital, former Michigan softball player for head coach Carol Hutchins. Probably doesn't say "Go Blue" too loud, living in Bexley, close to the Ohio State University. I think it's said around here.
That's right.
The only.
Emphasis on the though. Otherwise you'll get hit upside the head, right?
2 balls, 1
That was
strike.
low.
But basically to the point, Jilly has struggled for the better part of this year offensively, and that double was a pretty big part of the late inning offense there for Wilmington.
Yes, it was. That's what got him started.
Last 2 pitches low.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Yep.
And she hits it right at the second baseman.
That'll do it.
And that'll be it. Yep. Round out 4-3.
So after 1 complete inning, we've got nothing.
1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base.
Each team have a hit.
1 inning to score.
Does
Capital
Capital
had
have 2?
2.
Okay, so 2 hits for Capital and a hit for Wilmington.
So after 1 complete, both teams sort of threatened, but a scoreless game 2. Thus far, Wilmington looking for its first series sweep in the OAC. Talk about sort of how the schedule's broken down for Wilmington. 3 home series so far in the OAC. You had the Muskingum series, which was 6-1, and then 4-3 in a 9-inning game. and then a split with Ohio Northern, a split with Bolton Wallace. And it'd be nice for this team to get a sweep here and make up for a couple of those losses on the road in conference.
That would be nice.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
But we're here to make sure it happens. Right, Charlie?
Yeah, well, Quakers are 10 and 13 on the year now. Capital, they struggled, though. They're
6 and 23.
2 and 9 in the UAC, where Wilmington now is 3 and 10.
Yeah, Capital is sort of not their usual self when it comes to softball. They usually are a much better team. This is sort of, I guess you could say, an off year for them.
So coming up is Luce, number 3,
Now hitting. The right field.
and she was
Number 3,
0 for 4 in the first game.
loose.
So she had a horse collar.
And she tends to go right here to the third baseman. That's what they're probably telling the third baseman right now. She came to you twice the first game. So look at this going to the left side. First pitch is up and in. Ball 1 to Luce. Again, we got Persicano on the mound for Wilmington.
Went to Turpin High School, same alma mater as Mackenzie Campbell and the women's basketball team here at
Yeah.
WC.
Yeah, we had Mackenzie Campbell's boyfriend was in the booth with me for a game, and he used to go to Walsh up
Up in Northeast Ohio,
That's right,
Yep,
yeah.
Yep.
Swinging strike by Luce. 2 balls, 1 strike.
It's not that far from the University of Mount Union, where the Fightin Quaker baseball team will be traveling to on Saturday. Should say weather permitting. It's been that kind
weather
of month
permitting, yeah.
here in the Midwest.
If it's warm, it's wet. If it's
3-1.
cold, it's cold.
You know what's funny, Mitch, is East Clinton this year on their basketball team, they had a
Mackenzie Campbell as
one,
well.
One of their stars.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's also a Mackenzie Campbell on the Indiana University East women's basketball team. Of course, I came to Wilmington from Earlham College, which is
Right.
in Richmond. That's where
Foul
IU
ball.
East is, and there's also a Mackenzie Campbell there. So definitely a women's basketball name
But it must
Yeah.
for
be.
whatever reason.
Three balls, 2 strikes. That'd be funny. Have a whole team of Mackenzie Campbell.
Wouldn't that
There
be?
you go.
Yeah, and it goes to Mackenzie Campbell. And look, she's.
Huh?
That would be very confusing,
Yeah. Yeah. Pass the.
especially if they had all the same number.
Well, that'd be.
Wouldn't
a
matter.
little tough,
You could all
yeah.
wear 0. Wouldn't matter.
Fouled away. That reminds me of that bad joke. I don't know if I should say it though.
Probably shouldn't.
Yeah, I can't say it.
No, don't need the $15,000 fine.
Oh no, it's clean that way, but it is funny. All right, full count. And a payoff pitch.
Low.
Ball 4. Loose walks.
So leadoff walk there for it's pretty good at bat for Cap.
And Ogden coming up. And the first game, she was 1 for 4. She had a base hit to the left side. Ogden on at the plate and Fidel on deck. Runner at first, nobody out, top of the second. And the bunt's fouled. No balls, 1 strike. So we going to bunt again here? Yep, she's squaring
She's
already.
squaring. Nice
So
bunt.
now it's going to be 3-4 if the play's made. It is. So a sacrifice bunt, 3-4. So Capital gets a runner to second base without recording a hit.
1 out, and Fidel coming up.
Now hitting. The center fielder. Number 16, Morgan. Fatal.
She was 0 for 4 in the first game. She batted third in the first game. Now she's batting down in the order here.
Attempted another bunt.
Yep, strike on the missed bunt attempt.
One thing I notice about looking at both of these rosters, Wilmington with only 1 individual not from the state of Ohio. That is actually Beth Persicano. She's her hometown from Knoxville, Tennessee, despite going to Turpin High School there in Cincinnati. And 3 individuals from Capital not from Ohio. 1 New Jersey, 1 Illinois, and 1 Maryland. All the rest are from the Buckeye State.
I was surprised at one team. I guess that was a baseball game we did last
Oberlin
time.
College,
Oh,
yes.
My gosh, they were all from
East
the
Coast.
Northeast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Foul ball.
Yeah, the North Coast Athletic Conference, which features schools like Oberlin, Denison, Kenyon, Wittenberg, also in the state of Ohio. A lot of them do, as an institution, recruit a little more nationally than the schools in the OAC tend to be a little more regional.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And
No, just
strike
whiffed.
3.
Boy, fooled her big time, looked like on that one.
Yeah.
Fidel. So that's our second out of the inning, and Hayslett coming up.
The pitcher,
And
Number
Hayslett,
Chevy. Hazlett.
she was 2 for 3 in the first game, and for one, she had one down the third base line and also right center. And there goes another one right up second baseman.
up.
Safe, they said.
Yep. So the
Trapped.
ball bounced, and
was
I
trapped.
would agree with the umpire in that one. I think Alicia was trying to. She thought she caught it, and I actually thought it hit the dirt there a little bit. We'll see if Coach Floyd gives any argument. She's going to have a conversation here.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but
I saw it
I
hit the
thought it
ground.
hit as well. And I think she actually, in the spur of the moment, may have had time to throw it over first base. It's a tough ask, though, as you're rolling, sort of did a half somersault there on the ground.
Yeah, it looked like a trap to me. Then it bounced. So that remains. We've got runners on the corners.
Wilmington College coach didn't seem too upset about
Now
that.
hitting. The shortstop,
So runner at first and third. I thought the call was right.
Vickers.
Yep. And the one thing I will give the home plate umpire a little bit of credit, he acknowledged it right away. I mean, even as soon as the ball hit, I saw him give the sign that the ball was hit the ground.
Ball's hit the second. Oh, that's going to make it
Yep,
through.
that's a
so
base
it's gonna
hit.
Be a run.
Yep, first run of the game here to Cap, and that almost hit off of Persicano's glove and then Kemp's glove, so could have ricocheted there twice, but finds a hole in Crusaders on the board.
And actually, it probably was better that it got through rather than bouncing off. We might have had,
Slusher.
I don't know. You might got the out.
I don't know,
2 outs. Runners at first.
if you would have
And
gloved it,
second.
I guess.
Runners at first and second. Slusher up. She
Back.
pops it straight back. Right where? No ball, 1 strike.
Oh,
Ball
Out.
has hit the left field and
Misjudged.
misplayed again by Hooper. That's the second one she's misplayed in the outfield today. And
run scores. So we've got runners at second and runners at third. We have 2 outs,
Another
and
run
we've got
in.
another run in. So it's 2-0 Capital.
yep, misplayed again.
It seems like, at least what we've seen today is she has problems picking up and deciding whether the ball's hit harder or whether it's.
She's always going back, and each time she got burnt with it falling just right in front of her. And the wind, the way it's blowing, might be having something to do with that on her behalf.
Well, and once again, the sun is over our shoulder and in their eyes. So it might be a combination of all that above.
Number 17, Corey. Mangan.
So Mangan, one of their best hitters, coming up. First pitch is a strike to her. 2 outs, runners second and third. Wilmington needs to get out of this jam here.
Yeah, this is dangerous with her up there with 2 runners on. More likely a hit would score 2 runs.
1 ball, 1 strike to Mangan.
And she puts the ball in play.
Pitch is on its way. Fouled. Uh-oh. Oh,
No chance.
it was in the area. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one had Ford written all over it. 2 strikes on Mangan. 1 ball. Pitch. Drills
Stay
it
there.
to left field. Both runs are going to score, and she's going to end up at second with a double.
Well, it's no wonder that she is their best hitter, and she is very impressive. She's delivered every time there's been a need for it. This number 17 for Capital, she's good.
Now hitting. The third baseman. Number 14.
So Capital up 4-0 now. Still 2 outs. Top of the second inning.
Yep, and Malott coming up.
Got a time.
Runner at second.
Meeting at the mound.
So Capital's coming alive this game.
I think I'm going to step out here for a second and make a phone call.
Uh-oh. Ghostbusters. Oh. So we have a big meeting on the mound here. I don't think we're making any pitching change. It's 4-0. We've got Malott coming up. The umpire's going to go out and talk to him, say, hey, let's go. It's too cold. Let's play some ball here. 2 for 4 the first game for Malott, and in this game she has got a base hit, so she's 1 for 1. So she's had a pretty good game here. Two outs. All but one run here scored with 2 outs. One ball on Malott. Second pitch. Oh, we called time. Taking a lot of time out there on the mound. Malott backs out, gets loosened back up here. Gets ready to swing. Two balls. Oh, no, he called out a strike. That one kind of looked like it was down to me a little bit, but 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball's popped up. Shortstop should have it, and that'll be the 3rd out.
At the end of the top of the
So-
second for the Crusaders, 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error and 1 left on base.
Yep, 4 hits, 4 runs. And coming up for Wilmington will be Burkhart, Bowles, and Barber. Just say something real quick. Okay.
Stepping in here for Rick Phillips has had to answer a phone call, maybe use a restroom facility, but as you said here, Charlie, 4-0 in favor of the Crusaders, and as I told you, said that's been sort of the
Her MO,
yeah. Beth Persicano's MO is once she gets through the first 2 innings, I would totally guess that she will settle down, and it wouldn't surprise me if Capital doesn't score another run this game. The other thing to note too is if you look at Capital statistics-wise, you know they've given up a decent amount of runs, and so
Right.
if you look at in some softball games, a 4-run deficit might seem like it's insurmountable. Definitely not the case here.
All right.
Here you go, Rick. Sorry, you sit in your seat.
So 30 coming up. This is Burkhart. Burkhart had a pretty good game the first game. She was 2 for 3 and also added a walk. She scored twice in the first game. So hopefully Burkhart can get them going here in the second. Capital put a big 4 spot up there. See if Wilmington can fight back and get a run or 2 in. First pitch inside to Burkhart, ball 1. Capital has 6 hits so far on the day in this game.
Yeah, they've definitely stepped up their offense here in this.
2 balls, no strikes. Well, you notice what they did last game. They scored 4 in the second. 3-0.
Wilmington had a big inning too. That first game where they actually a
fourth.
couple big innings, but so let's see what we can do here.
Strike. 3 balls, 1 strike to Burkhart. So Burkhart's got to be choosy here. Can't get all the runs back with 1 swing of the bat. So got to try to get on base. And she pops one up, and it hits the ground. The shortstop bobbles it,
Safe.
and she's safe.
So that's a hit.
Now hitting. Third baseman.
Bowles.
Number 2, Kendall. Bowles.
Bowles, the first game, she was 2 for 4, but her last 2 times up, she got base hits. So let's see if she can keep it going. First pitch is a ball. High and outside. Bowles, number 2. It's from Middletown. Oh, line drive right back to the pitcher, and they get the double play. Nice catch out there. So
So that ends that inning.
yeah, that's only 2 outs.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
I'm asking Mary Ann if
Barber coming up.
she thinks she'll be available for Friday.
Barber just pinched run in the first game. She first pitch swinging.
That's a hit.
That's over the right fielder's head.
Little
She
gapper.
could go to 3 here. She's coming to third. And they bobble the ball on their throw in, so it goes into third standing up.
Nice triple.
Krager coming up now.
Now hitting. The right fielder. Number 5, Megan Traeger.
And she was 2 for 4 the first game, so 2 outs. Let's see if they can get this runner in from third. First pitch swinging, foul ball.
I'm surprised none of the girls wear sunglasses.
On that. Ball up high. So base hit gets a run in here. 2 outs. Two balls, 1 strike. Good eye by Krager.
They said that Canyon's one of the highest peaks.
Ooh.
The baseball field is one of the highest.
Strike 2. Krager thought it was inside.
Yeah,
Umpire
she even-
says, well, you're crowding the plate a little bit.
She
That's a
flinched a
strike.
little.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on its way. She hits it to right field, and that's going to be caught by the right fielder.
Speaking of
Playing
sunglasses,
really shallow.
our right fielder did wear sunglasses, so that was helpful.
For half of the second inning, 0 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base.
So
End of 2 innings, the score: Capital 4, Wilmington 0.
at the end of 2, it's 4-0.
Yeah, so we played bluffed it this year. It was going straight in, and the ball went no way. But they were saying, I was talking to one of the guys, they were saying, yeah, no.
Coming up will be Walter Luce in Ogden for the Crusaders. Well, it ended up being a nice sunny night, but it's still cold, isn't it?
Yeah, the sun probably, all that does is keep us from being 2 or 3 degrees lower, and the temperature will drop. So
What you got for a temp still?
40 degrees.
So it's made it up to 40.
Marianne says she will be available for Friday. So that's great.
Okay. So Walter coming up. She hit the ball to third baseman first time up. And goes to the left side again this time, but that's foul.
Number 6, Bailey. Walter.
So no balls, one strike.
See, that's why we beat.
Ball. One ball, one strike to Walter. I'm afraid to look.
So absurd.
I know. 2 balls, one strike.
We pitched back-to-back shots.
They could not hit us.
Balls hit the first
Nice
baseman.
pickup.
Throws it to
Nice
the second
play.
baseman, and they get the out.
That was a nice play.
Luce coming up. She had a walk
Number 3,
last inning.
Haley. Loose.
She got the rally started last inning for the Crusaders. A leadoff walk. First pitch is a strike. Swinging strike by Luce. Another swinging strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Luce. One ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Ball's chopped down the third base line, foul. So Luce hanging in there here in the top part of the third inning. Strike 3. So 2 outs. And Ogden coming up. Ogden had a sacrifice the first time.
Number 11, Erica. Ogden.
She bunted down the first base line. They threw her out on the sacrifice. First pitch is in there for a strike.
Wish they didn't do that.
Ball. What's that?
You should be able to set this so that they don't automatically play, so you can turn them off.
Yeah. I just turn your volume down. It's the only way you can control it.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike here to Ogden. Foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Did you hear about that lady that got sucked out almost the window of the plane? The plane engine started to come apart, and some shards, I guess, broke the
No.
window. And yeah,
That's scary.
yeah.
The only thing I heard, there's a plane that had a rough landing in Florida or it got diverted or something. Oh, jeez. Fly out to right, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3 innings.
The end of the Crusaders, top of the third inning. 0 runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base.
Coming up for Wilmington will be Hooper, top of the order. Hooper, Dixon, and Kemp.
And that's what I've tried to tell everyone my life. You know, I've been a lifelong business person. You can't tax business. Business doesn't pay taxes. It collects taxes.
Right.
And that was, of course, Ronald Reagan. But the point is, people don't realize taxes just get passed on in the cost of goods and services. So
Exactly.
increasing taxes on businesses do nothing but increase the cost of the products you buy. I thought they taught economics in school.
Hooper, top of the order here coming up. She had popped out, well, actually lined out to the second baseman, first inning.
Number 12, Savannah. Hooper.
So Savannah needs to get the rally going here. She's the leadoff hitter.
That's right. We're down 4-0 here, right here in the bottom of the third.
But it's for who? Why don't you come to them too? And we'll do like a 10 or 15 minute like mock interview where I'll just ask you a couple questions that like you're guaranteed to hear in any kind of interview, and then you can. That's the best way to practice, honestly.
Yeah, I did a phone interview with the Reds when they did. Yeah, I did one.
Ball's
Ball's
hit
in
to the
play.
left side
Safe.
and beats it out. Base hit.
Speed, speed, speed.
Yep.
Those Hooper girls have the wheels.
Now hitting.
Dixon coming up,
Number
and
6,
she walked the first time.
Dixon.
This is funny.
You
This
know,
girl's like old school, you know?
well, I tell you, the old Reds third baseman used to do that.
Uh-huh.
Todd Frazier, you remember Todd Frazier when he come up?
Yeah.
He had big band music
Yeah,
on.
except that. Oh, nice hit. She's safe.
Base hit to right field. Runners at first and second.
Yeah, but isn't she a freshman?
Who's that, Dixon?
Now hitting.
Yeah.
The second baseman. Number 23, Alicia.
Yep, freshman.
So she's probably at this stage of her life as a freshman, almost going to a sophomore, probably at least 18, maybe going on 19, right?
Yeah.
And she can appreciate that old music. That's
That's good.
interesting. Yeah, it is.
Kemp coming up. She had a base hit to left in the first. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Pops the first one foul. So we need a nice hard shot here out of Kemp. Maybe get one to the wall and get these two runners in.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we could at least cut the deficit in half.
She's got the potential. She's a good hitter.
It's high.
Yep, 1 ball, 1 strike to Kemp. Always think Jack Kemp. When I say Kemp.
Uh-huh.
And he, old NFL quarterback, ran for vice president. Actually met him.
Did you?
Yep, met him dealing with that Frank Cremines guy I've talked about before. Met him down in Gallia County. He was a guest speaker at a dinner.
I thought it was Cremens.
Cremines. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Probably the wins.
Oh, nice shot.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to go maybe
That'll
to the
get
wall.
2. That'll get 2.
Yeah, 2 runs should score.
And a double.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Did I call that?
You did.
I did call that.
Yeah. Yeah, you almost called it right to the exact spot, too. You set out there by the 18th
Now
hole.
hitting. First baseman. Number 14, Allison Pierce.
So we might as well keep it going. Runner at second here.
That's right. And there are no outs, so we can just wheel around here, maybe go through the lineup a couple times.
So Kemp is 2 for 2 on the day, or on this game, and Pierce is up. She popped out to the shortstop first time up. Ball's down. 1 ball, no strikes to Pierce.
Honestly, live interviews are great experience. Because if you ever want a full-time job, especially in athletics, you have to
Hit right to the shortstop. She kind of
She
boots
might.
it.
She doesn't make the play. No, she's out. 6-3.
She's out. All right, 1 down. Runners have to hold. Runner has to hold.
Now hitting. The catcher.
1 out.
Number 10, Julia Cook.
Cook coming up. She had a ground out first time up, but she has had a double today to right center. So this is going to go to right field most likely. First pitch is in there for a strike to Cook. And this would be a good place to hit it here to the right side. I get the runner at least over to third, and maybe if you get in the outfield, they will score a run here.
Center fielder shaded just slightly to the right.
Yeah, actually should be. Probably should be a little more.
Big gap in left field.
She don't hit the ball that way, though.
I know, but if she could get around on it.
I know. Oh, no, I agree with you. But she definitely hits to the right side. 2 balls, 1 strike, but there's still a big gap there, too, because they've got the right fielder pulled way over by the line. And there it is. Right at the second
Booted.
baseman, she boots it.
She's safe.
Safe. Nice wheels by Cook. Get down the line.
Yep. She hustled down that line and was safe. So we've got a pinch runner.
Yep. And that's Sawyer Hooper coming out. Sawyer Hooper.
Pinch running for the Fighting Quakers, number 24, Sawyer Hooper.
So runners at first and third.
Now hitting
1 out.
the DP, number 30, Mariah Burkhart.
Burkhart's 1 for 1. She got a base hit earlier.
So you send the first base runner and steal. They're not going to throw to try to get her out because the run could score. You know what I'm saying? If you send
saying.
Hooper, the worst thing that could happen is she could be out, but we'd have another run score. Of course,
Well,
you don't want to take yourself out of a big inning,
Right.
but she goes.
There she goes.
I rest my
safe.
case.
Yep.
All right, so now we have 2 runners that are in scoring position.
And 2 balls, no strikes on Burkhart.
Is always going to be on her. She should have never reached this.
Yeah,
Popped
it's popped up. But
Okay, so P6 now, as a statistician, you have to think about would have the runner from third tried to score on that play once or twice? So that was
so that's the second out. Bowles coming up now.
The third baseman, number 2, Kendall Bowles.
And she lined out to the pitcher last time when they got the double play.
Nation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. We're here on the campus of Wilmington College. They're hosting the Capital Crusaders. I'm going to do a break here.
106.9. Community radio.
My radio.
So coming up for Capital here in the fourth is 8, 9, and 1. Fatal, Haslett, and Vickers. And Sawyer Hooper coming back in to catch. She went in to pinch run.
So she's going to remain in the game.
So she will remain in the game on defense. All right.
Now hitting the center fielder, number 16, Morgan. Fatal.
Fatal coming up.
They responded and said, "Thank you for email. We're going to leave it as a wild pitch." I emailed Daniel, so it's not there.
Ball's popped up.
If I can,
There we
And
go.
Hooper, Sawyer Hooper makes the catch.
at some point at home, but I can't promise. This is how it is.
One pitch, one out here. Hazlett coming up.
Now hitting
The pitcher, Chevy
number
Hazlett.
12, Chevy Hazlett.
Rotation call, I'm going to change it 100% of the time. Right? Like if I miss a sub, there's no reason to say, well, no. Right? That happened. If it's is it a hit, baseball, softball, hit or air. That's the biggest thing. Now, did you go P2 or FF2? Was it fair or foul? Foul. So FF2. No problem.
Foul ball.
Yeah, there was a game, it was a home game too. It was against ONU last year, and I had a really good first game. I was 3 for 4 with 3 doubles, and he only gave me credit for 2 innings. And like they were all
Single
made
and what? Advance on
2
throw or
doubles,
something.
and they were all stand-up doubles. Like I reached every single time.
Ball's fouled.
Hey, I'm missing a double, and he responded, "I don't discuss stats with players." And I was like,
Hazlett, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
they had it as a double. They had me we hit a double, and he wouldn't change it. I was like, even the visitors got it right. I'm like, oh, that's man.
I mean, my policy, if you were emailing me about a
Foul back.
the first thing I would do, if it was on the road, is I would ask coach and say, "Hey, are you in support of this change?" If he says no, then I'm gonna email you back and say, "Hey, sorry, Coach Cleaver is gonna leave this the way it is." But if he says okay, I just if I get that he was reported about like not discussing this,
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball's hit at left field. It's been an adventure out there today. And
She
it's
grabs it.
caught.
that's what he should have said.
That one had a lot more lift. She had a lot more time to get underneath.
Get
that.
underneath it, yeah.
Number 22, Pam Vickers.
Well, they're playing in fairly shallow here for this hitter.
Ball's fouled off. This is Vickers. She's got a base hit and popped out to the second baseman.
Popped
Ball's
up.
popped up third base side.
That's catchable.
And nice play by the third baseman. And that's the end of the top half of the fourth.
At the end of the Crusaders' half of the fourth inning.
So that was nice. After scoring 2 runs, the Quakers managed to get Capital out 1, 2, 3, basically.
Yep.
So
And we got Barber, Krager, and Hooper coming up, 8, 9, and 1. And Barber last time is the girl hit the triple to right center field.
another one bites the dust, Charlie.
Yeah, we'll take that. Butch don't make it out here to the cold weather games, does he? Butch Hooper.
No. Makes it to all the
He might be
basketball
out there.
games.
He might be out there in one of the cars.
Well, that's possible. You're right. Yeah. All right, we're in the bottom of the fourth inning with the Fightin Quakers trailing by 2 runs, 4-2.
Now hitting the shortstop, number 20, Kaylee Barber.
Barber, like I said, tripled first time up, hit one to right center. So let's see if they can get something going again here this inning and put another couple runs up there on the board and knot this thing up. First pitch is a ball to Barber. Inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Did you hear the story? No. I said, hey, I said, I walked in his office. Obviously expecting like 100% yes.
3-0.
And he goes, no.
Well, get the leadoff runner aboard. We take it any way you can give it to us. Ball 4.
I said, it's 20 seconds. I'm not asking you to read a whole book for me. And you got
Krager coming up.
Now hitting the right fielder, number 5, Megan Rager.
And she lays
Nice
down a
bunt.
bunt.
Beautiful bunt. Beautiful bunt. Oh, that was
Got
close.
the out at first.
That was absolutely close. She made it down that line quick.
Now Hooper coming up. She is 1 for 2 today.
Number 12, Savannah Hooper.
Hit a base hit to the left side. And, you know, Hooper's going to try to probably put a little bunt down
It's a
here.
little slap bunt.
Strike. First one. Strike 1 to her. One ball, 1 strike.
I didn't notice. Does her sister bat right-handed?
No.
So they're both lefties?
Yep. Oh, ball on the ground, but runner stays put. 2 balls, 1 strike. I'm afraid to ask.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. There you go. Foul straight back here. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Jake, what do you have? I picked up a roasted chicken and crackers. I'm going to have fun with that.
Inside. Full count here to Hooper. 1 out. Runner at second. On deck is Dixon, who's 1 for 1 with a walk today. This game.
Ooh.
Oh, and Hooper swinging strike.
All right, so we have 2 outs now.
So Dixon up.
Now hitting center fielder, number 6, Alex.
Base hit last time. She scored a run and got a walk here in the first inning. Ball 1.
But I mean, I also had sushi like in Cincinnati.
Dude, I went to this place called Mud Bistro in Cincy, and I got 3 rolls of sushi, and it was like $50. Yeah. So I'm
That place is very good.
Ah, nice
shot.
hit.
First, and right
It's booted.
fielder
And this is going to score a run.
dribbles it. And yeah, there we go. Get another run back. Nice hitting by Dixon. She's 2 for 2 with a walk today.
So that was a base hit, and I would imagine the runner scored because of an error.
No,
You don't think so?
no,
Well, she booted it.
no. She was sending her all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So runner at first, 2 outs. And you have Kemp up. Kemp is 2 for 2 today. Nice place for another hit here if she can do it. 2 balls, no strikes.
Just go stand right up there by the umpire.
Hey, when we were playing our home game, like one of our first home games, the speakers were real crappy. And I was like, yeah, I'm better off.
Ball's hit into center field. Should be caught, and it is.
Just got a little bit under it too much. If she would have straightened it out, she probably would have put that over her head.
So, they got 1 hit and 1 run, and Wilmington's cut the lead down to 1 now.
That's right.
4 to 3.
Continue to peck away at that lead.
And we're going into the 5th inning.
And actually, it has warmed up inside the booth here, Charlie.
Especially
more
with
comfortable.
this nice little warm blanket the nice college girl brought me.
Yeah, well, she saw you were a snowflake and she didn't want you to melt. It is a fuzzy one, isn't it?
It is fuzzy, boy. I like it. I like it.
So you have any idea tomorrow on the morning zoo what you old men are going to talk about?
Whatever the headlines say.
Huh?
Who knows? You can't say now because
You haven't. The three of you haven't actually been together
Not
as
yet.
a unit yet.
Not yet, no.
So no world problems were saved last Wednesday. It's tomorrow that we expect the world will change.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
You
It's
will
going to
make.
be like the old man drinking coffee at McDonald's.
And of course, that is from 7 to 10 a.m. on WZAA 106.9 LPFM in Jeffersonville, Ohio. But we can also find it on WZAA-LPFM.com if you're not in the actual broadcast radius.
Okay, coming up is Slusher, Mangan, and Mellet. A lot. First pitch is a ball to Slusher. She is 1 for 2 today. She had a base hit to left last time up. Ball's hit
Solid.
the center, and it's caught.
Once again, it was hanging up long enough to get out and underneath it. So quick out.
Mangan coming up. She is 2 for 2. She has a base hit to right center and a double down the third base line last time up.
She's a complete player. There's no question about it.
Ball's hit to second base, and she catches it. There we go.
Little pop fly out. So that's a quick 1-2.
3 pitches, 2 outs so far. And Mellet coming up. Malott. She is 1 for 2 in this game, and in the first game she was 2 for 4. So she's having a nice day today. First pitch fouled straight back.
That's a strike.
Wow, no balls, 2 strikes. I think the umpire's getting cold.
I don't know why. It's actually turned out to be quite a nice day, Charlie.
No, it's not. It's 40 freaking degrees. Ball's hit the center, should be caught, and it is. And that's 3 outs.
Yeah, and that was a total of what, 5-6 pitches?
1, 2, 3. Yep, 6 pitches.
No hits, no errors, and nobody left on base.
So that's good.
Yep. Well, yeah, you like those 6-pitch innings.
Yeah, and Lady Fightin Quakers have already been on a roll here in the inning before to score some runs, so or score a run. So maybe we'll pick up where we left off from the last inning.
Pierce, Cook, and Burkhart. Actually, it's going to be Pierce and I think Hooper. Because
she was inserted and stayed in the
Yeah.
game.
We'll see who they send up.
I'm going to have to get busy and work on the website. I've been so busy, but the next few days, of course, I don't know what we've got in the way of high school sports, what to see, but I know there's going to be some rain at least tomorrow in the afternoon or the evening, so that may preclude, even if there is anything scheduled from it actually taking place.
Allison Pierce.
Pierce coming up, number 14. She is 0 for 2 today. Made contact each time up. She's hit to the shortstop each time, too.
Our next college action will be this Saturday. We have a doubleheader. Softball, once again, on this diamond here at 1 and 3 o'clock.
Better get Bill for that one because I'll be doing a car show.
I've got all kinds of people for Saturday and Sunday.
Well, there you go. Good. First pitch is a strike. jumping Joe Davis, one of them.
Joe Davis, Bill Dickerson.
Good.
Oh, hitter.
Hitter, yeah.
And we haven't had Jeff Craycraft out here.
Yeah, Hooper. And we got another pinch runner coming in. Number 3 coming in to run for Wilmington.
Well, this next
Tasha Johns.
this next run is very important because it ties the game up.
Jatasia Johns, she played for Wilmington High School.
She played for Wilmington High School. Her father and mother, Heather and Howard Johns. Yeah. Yeah.
Now hitting
Good friends.
catcher, number 24, Sawyer. Hooper.
Now Hooper at the plate.
Nice
She lays a
bunt,
nice bunt down
bunt.
the.
Threw it in the
that's
dirt.
it.
That's going to come. Oh. Good backup. Good backup.
Yep, so Hooper gets down to.
So once again, the Fightin Quakers have got something going here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Down a run, but they've got 2 runners on, no outs.
What's that?
Okay, tell me what happened.
Yeah, but she's safe.
I would say E5 and then space sack BU because you can't give the runner doesn't get, but the batter doesn't get 0 for 1.
I scored a base hit. I thought she was going to beat it out.
I agree. I think it
scored
was.
a base hit. She was going to beat it out anyhow. Yeah. All right. First pitch, foul to
Now
Burkhart.
hitting the DP. Number 30, Mariah Burkhart.
Burkhart is 1 for 2. She's got a base hit and popped out to the shortstop. So Wilmington here got some stuff going here.
That's right.
Nobody out. Pitch to Burkhart. She squares the bunt, pulls back, though. Good one to pull back on. That was real high.
Yeah, I don't think she really intended on bunting.
Well, I think the coach wants to move him over. She's giving some signals. She doesn't give too many signals. 1 ball, 1 strike.
There's the.
She pulled back on the bunt again. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Good eye.
Swinging away this time. They get the lead runner. So
there's a force out at third base. Runner still on first and second.
Now hitting the third baseman. Number 2, Kendall Bowles.
Bowles is 0 for 2 in this game. She's grounded out to the shortstop and the first baseman.
So 1 out.
First pitch is a ball to Bowles. She hits it.
That
Oh, it
drops
through,
and gets
it gets by
beyond.
the right fielder. So 1 run's going to score, and yeah.
I would say.
So
So we're all tied up here. 4 all. Still 1 out. Runner on second. Runner on third.
Now hitting the shortstop. Number 20, Kaylee Barber.
Barber, single and
Single
an error.
and an error.
Yeah. Barber up. She tripled earlier and got on with a walk in the last inning. 1 out.
High and outside.
1 ball, 1 strike here to Barber.
Softball can be pretty confusing.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out. Yeah, 1 out, 2 on, 2 in scoring position.
Need a base hit. And she pops it up to the pitcher. But everybody gets back safely, so
No double play.
2 outs.
The
Krager.
right fielder, number 5, Megan Krager.
Krager is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice this game. And the first game, she was 2 for 4.
She's crowding the plate again,
Yep.
and she's brushing her back.
2 balls, no strikes.
It's like, get away from the plate.
Pitch on its way. And drilled to
Solid,
center.
solid.
And, Burner, it's going to the wall. One hops the wall. So one run's going to score, and they're going to hold her up at second. Big double by Krager.
So I would say, Melanie, if it's a double, the runner from first would have scored anyway, so they're all earned runs.
So that's 2 runs that scored.
Now hitting.
This inning.
Left fielder,
No, didn't we have a run? There were
No,
2
1.
on.
No.
Hooper.
Yeah, there's 2 runs
Yeah.
scored, Charlie. It's 6
Okay.
to 4.
Yep, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
because
you're
there
right.
were runners at second and third.
That's right. 6 to 4. Runner at second.
Back to the pitcher.
And
That's an
that'll
out.
be the third out of the inning.
But the Quakers, they take the lead here, 6 to 4, and we're going into the
Sixth.
6th inning. We're going to make some changes here for the Fightin' Quaker lineup, I guess.
So 3 runs on 3 hits. Yep, and it is 6 to 4. And coming up will be Walter, Luce, and Ogden. Probably just probably re-entering some people, I'd say.
He did this thing here, so that was re-entry. Look at the way they're hopping out there.
I think they like this song.
I guess they do, huh? Girls are feeling pretty good here.
Yeah.
Got an opportunity for a sweep here if they can just lock this thing down.
6 outs away, but they got to go through.
Heart of the lineup
Well,
here.
they've got 5, 6, 7 coming up. First pitch. Nice looking pitch. Hooper tries to frame it out there so the umpire take a little better look at it, but he's not giving in. Walter is 0 for 2 in this game. 2 ground outs. 2 balls, no strikes.
Come in on her.
Base hit through the right side of the infield.
So it was right there and outside, and she smacked it right up the
Now
center.
hitting. Right fielder, number 3, Haley Loose.
Luce coming up. She has struck out and walked today during this game. First game, she was 0 for 4. So hitless today so far. Showing bunt and does lay a bunt down, but it's foul. So no balls, 1 strike.
Strike.
Yeah, no balls, 2 strikes here on Loose. High hard one, Rick, right here. No balls, 2 strikes.
Going to put it up in her eyes.
Yep.
Outside. Throw down.
Throw down the first, nothing happening. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So let's keep it up, but let's keep it inside to her. Put it up right there next to her chin. She'll swing. Oh,
Ball's hit the left. That's going to be one of those little
drops.
drops in, yeah.
All right.
Looks
Looks
like
like
the base
the
hit there.
Crusaders have got some stuff going on here. Runners at first and second base. There are none out.
Erica. Ogden.
Ogden coming up. She is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice in this game. Last time she flew out to the right fielder.
Outfield is fairly deep and all squared up. She lays a bunt and it's foul.
Foul ball. That would have been trouble. It's a good thing it did go foul. So runners at first and second. No balls, one strike here to Ogden. He just tried to lay down a bunt and squares again. Fouled.
So she'll have to swing away now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
She's trying to hit it to the right side. She wants to.
Move the runners along. That's the idea. Ball's chopped to third. Throw on to first.
Got the out. Runners move up.
Now hitting. The center fielder. Number 16.
Got time.
Morgan. Fatal.
Looks like we're going to pinch something.
So runners at second and third, 1 out.
Pinch runner, number 20 or 26. Cut your ponytail. 26. Wait to announce that a second.
He pointed.
He did. Okay, go ahead.
Veronica Zach coming into
Pinch running for the Crusaders. Number 26. Veronica. Zach.
So Veronica must have some wheels, huh?
I must have.
You're dying him.
Ball hit the left. That's going to be in there for a single. Yep. Oh, they got her hung up between.
She's out.
So the run does score, but they pick off the pinch runner, Veronica Sack, at second.
So even though the Fightin Quakers give up a run, at least they get that out. So there are now 2 outs.
Yep.
And we've got a single runner at first base.
The runner at second didn't take off, and Hooper noticed it and was able to throw back to second and got her out before she
Heads
got
up
back
play
there.
by Hooper.
Yep. So 1 run in and a runner at first, but 2 outs, and we've got Hayslett up, who is 1 for 2 today.
That was low.
2 balls, no strikes.
Chopped. Foul.
Foul down the third base line. 2 balls, 1 strike. Three one. So what's your temperature saying now? Did we make it to 42 like you were saying?
It was supposed to be 45.
Pop up right side or left side. Out of play. 40, huh?
40 degrees. We've been holding at 40.
I don't think your 45 is going to happen.
We started at 36, didn't we?
Something
when
like
the game
that.
when the
Yeah.
game started, it was 36. So we have increased with the sun coming out. We've increased the temperature, but not to the 45 that we were promised.
Yep, 6-5 right now, and it's full count.
Get it right
2
here.
outs.
Get it right here.
Ball's hit.
Oh,
No, base
base
hit.
hit.
Yep. Oh, they had a chance if she was going to go to third, but just the runner just advances one base. So we've got runners at first and second.
Now hitting. The shortstop.
And Vickers
Number
coming up,
22, Pam. Vickers.
who is 1 for 3 today with a base hit and has popped out to the second and third baseman. So runners at first and second, 2 outs, tying runs out there at second. And she has a half swing foul ball down the third base line. Pitch on its way. Hit to the. Oh.
What happened here? So the bases are loaded.
Now hitting.
Well, I think they're wanting. I don't know if did the ball hit the runner.
Alex. Slusher.
If the ball hit the runner before it got to the fielder, she should be out.
Yeah. And I think that's what coach is questioning. And that should be an out.
Well, neither one of them called it immediately, and I think both of them saw it.
So they're going to discuss it, and they should call her out.
Well, I don't think they saw it that way, though. I think they just saw it as a ball going by. The runner's there at the same time as the play, and
Oh, yeah. As a base runner, I'm doing that same thing. Getting hit? No, she didn't get hit.
Well, they're going to discuss it.
they're going to explain it.
Yeah, it's not going to change anything, though. We'll have the bases loaded here with 2 outs.
So it looks like we're going to have an E4. So we're going to have the bases loaded. Slusher coming up. They're explaining to the Wilmington College coach what they've got here. And the Capital coach is only a few feet away, and she's listening in intently also.
But she's not upset, so obviously they're not going to reverse anything.
No.
So all the runners are safe. We have the bases loaded with 2 outs, and Quakers up by a slim run.
Slusher at the plate. She is 1 for 3, and she can hit the ball just about anywhere. Pitch on its way. Ball 1. Pretty nice looking pitch, though, in there. Must have been a little high.
Yeah, it looked a little high to me. That was good.
Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I've seen it happen quite a lot, actually. I've seen it when I was growing up. Well, sometimes
You'll be on your toes here, defense.
Yep, let's get them out here.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh,
Base hit. That's going to score the tying run, and they're going to hold up the go-ahead run.
probably a wise decision. I think she would have been dead at the plate. So it's 6-all in the top of the 6th inning.
Now hitting.
The rally is still on for Capital. They've got the bases loaded.
17, Corey. Mangan.
Got a meeting at the mound here.
And you got your best hitter coming up.
Yeah, this girl's just absolutely torn the ball up.
She's
Ever
2
since she
for
came
3.
in the first game.
2 for 3 this game, and was 1 for 2 in the first, so 3 for 5 overall today. Got a meeting at the mound, 2 outs, bases loaded, and it's 6-6.
So let's change it, because as soon as it happened, when he went to go around him, he goes, he's out anyways. That's what he said. That was right there. That was, you still got that. Did you hear the reasoning though behind that? They asked the umpire. So the whole rule is your baseline is your direct.
So what do we do here, Charlie? Can't walk her.
So you can create your own baseline. So like the umpire
Gonna have to be careful how you pitch to her.
Yeah, but you don't have anywhere to put her.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So
I
you
try
got to
try to get ahead of her quick.
very dangerous situation. Yeah, you definitely want to get that. There you go. First pitch, a strike.
Right. Yep.
And so what they're saying is the line that he created to home, he stayed within 3 feet of that. And I went back and looked at the. Did he did. Yeah, he did. It was actually the right call. Yeah, exactly.
Ball's hit to the third baseman. Just throw home for the force.
That'll work.
And that's it.
All right, dodge a bullet there. Bases loaded, and so 3 players left on.
What you're saying is this runner got thrown out at first base from third base with the catcher. So basically, only that would happen if the catcher went all the way down the first baseline, and the third baseman.
So we're in the bottom of the 6th. Capital adds 2. And they got 4 hits.
So let's see if we can get a run here and go into the top of the 7th inning. 1, 2, 3. How's that? Go home with the sweep. Sound like a plan?
6-6. Well, I don't like that scoreboard. Look at that scoreboard. 6-6 in the 6th inning.
Yeah, that's not. If that isn't significant,
That's not good. We got to get a run, get off that schneid real quick.
yeah. And it's 6:59.
Okay.
So let's do a legal ID here since we're approaching 7 o'clock here.
106.9 WZAA LP, Jeffersonville.
And, of course, we're CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Our next broadcast, as far as Quaker sports, will be this Saturday. We got a doubleheader at 1 and 3 right back here on the softball diamond.
So Dixon coming up. She is got on base safely all 3 times. She had a walk and then 2 singles.
And that'll be against Mount Union this Saturday.
Some more purple coming to town.
That's right.
So Dixon up. First pitch is a strike to Dixon. Wilmington needs a run, get 3 outs, like Rick said, and we'd be out of here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Get these girls back to Bexley before dinner time. Well, I guess it already is dinner
It's
time.
past that. It's past that, man. Ball's hit left center, and that's going pretty far. Oh, nice catch by the center fielder.
Yeah, she ran that ball down well, and especially with having to look over her shoulder and with the sun and everything, that was a great play.
The second baseman, number 23, Alicia Kemp.
Kemp is 2 for 3 today. Kemp steps out, takes another couple warm-up swings, gets back in, settles in, and the pitch is on its way. Ball 1.
That was a tough one.
Strike.
Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
I was going to say.
1 ball, 1 strike to Kemp.
1-1.
Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Seems like Tucker is moving, or not Tucker, excuse me, but Haslett is moving a little faster here between her pitches. 2-2. Ball way high. And that's pretty high on Kemp. She's pretty tall.
Yeah, she is.
Ball's hit the right field. Should be caught.
No!
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
wow.
Yep, I didn't think she was going to get it either for a second.
I
Yeah.
thought she misjudged it and it was going to be over her head.
She was looking up into that sun.
Now hitting. First baseman, number 14, Allison Pierce.
Pierce coming up is 0 for 2 with a walk today.
Gave it a ride. We've got 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Two balls, no strikes to Pierce. Even with 2 outs, a base runner would be nice. See if we can do something with them.
Timeout called. Ooh, that was good.
2 balls, 1 strike to Pierce. She likes hitting it to the shortstop area of the field. 3-1.
You can re-enter once in the game. If you get taken out a second time, you are out of the game. So one exception is
Little pop, and it's an out.
Fly out to 9.
So we're going to go into the top of the 7th inning, all knotted up here at 6.
No runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end
So
of
1,
6
2,
innings,
3.
score. Capital 6, Wilmington 6.
Yep. Not what you wanted there if you're the Quakers. You wanted to get one in there. Dean still out there?
Yeah, he hasn't run off.
Coming up for Capital at 4, 5, 6. Malott, Walter, and Luce. Malott's 1 for 3 today. Walter is 1 for 3. And Luce is 0 for 1, has 2 walks.
Now hitting. The third baseman, number 14.
Well, we can still get him out 1, 2, 3, Charlie, and then score a run in the bottom of the 7th, and let's go home. How's
Sounds
that?
good.
Sound good?
Sounds good. You got to play a little D here now.
You got to go home, get your beauty sleep, so you'll be bright and early for the morning zoo.
Shoot, oh, well, I got to go home and do some more work tonight. Foul ball.
Oh.
Did I hear a comment from the peanut
I think
gallery?
he is building a career being on the radio. We're going to have him have his own show, Charlie.
Is that Mitch? Yeah, we could do that.
Mitch will have the Pick on Charlie show.
You could have the Mitch. He's already got a theme song. The Mitch is back. Oh, base hit right up the middle. Oops.
So the Crusaders trying to get something going here in the top of the 7th.
Walter.
Yeah, here comes a pinch runner.
Last year against Otters line, I was 3 for 8 and all my strikeouts, but there's some of my hits were like that. Just like hit the infield right away, just where the pitcher is.
Number 2, pinch running at first base. Don't announce that quite yet.
Number 7.
7, thank you.
7.
Yep, 7.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Alex Wolf,
Pinch running for the Crusaders.
freshman from Fairbanks High School.
Is that Alaska?
No,
Oh,
Fairbanks, Ohio. whatever
okay.
that would be.
All right.
Marysville.
You know, Charlie, I just pick on you because I love you, right?
That's where Mitch gets all his girlores. Marysville.
Marysville? No.
He's a married man.
You know what's in Marysville?
I did not.
The women's pen.
No. There's also a Honda plant up there.
So if you're Capital here, you got to think a bunt's coming down.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
And that's what they were looking for.
Outside the water.
Yep.
A lot of strategy, a lot of wheels turning here in this inning.
Looking at bunt right now.
Ooh, she pulled
How
back,
about-
huh? So showed bunt, pulled back, then bunted again.
Right. She's trying to confuse us.
This is Walter. She is at 1 for 3 today.
So 1-1 pitch here, Charlie. Showed bunt. Where are you throwing this ball if you're
Outfield's playing her
Persicano?
awfully
I'm
deep.
throwing it up high because I want her to
Yep.
bunt a pop-up. Just
And
like
you
that.
got it.
There you go.
Yep.
Good call.
So
Good
P5 BU. Mr. Hargrave coming in clutch there for the Quakers.
call. Hey, even a broke box right twice
broadcasters.
Yeah, I mean that's what I've always told my pitchers. If you think they're going to bunt, put one up there. and
Charlie,
everything.
that was a great call. So I'm going to give you credit on that. Credit.
Well, I mean, to me, that's what you do. You make sense there. So one out runner at first.
And if you're cutting a miss there, if you're Nan Payne for Capital, you got to be shaking your head. I mean, that's a pretty big job to get the runner in scoring position. Only one out, you get 2 chances at a single. You got wheels at second base at that point.
Yep.
But not getting that bunt down.
Yeah.
Proved pretty big there.
1 ball, 1 strike here on Luce, and Luce has had 2 walks and a K. So yeah,
and I'm guessing, Charlie, if you're Persicano, you're going to really come at her too, because you definitely don't want to walk a runner into scoring position here in the 7th.
Well, she hasn't hit. I mean, she hasn't even made contact.
Double
today.
play would be nice right here.
She makes contact there though, and she hits it well off the wall.
It's over the head and really
Got her.
bad
Got
turn. Out. Nope, she's safe. Yeah, throw is
to the side.
Yep, to the side. So it's going to be a double.
She thought she was out. She's walking off the bag thinking she's out.
Yeah, I thought she was out.
Do we have Coach Floyd is going to come and
she's
ask for a discussion
She's not very
here?
happy here. She's not very happy.
Well,
I thought she was out, to be honest with you.
From my vantage point here, she looked out, but
throw was definitely off target. I think the throw was not.
The throw was off target, but I think it was there early enough that they still got her.
But the other thing, Rick and Charlie, if you're Alex Wolf there, if she gets a better jump, she scores. On that double. I think she hesitated because she thought maybe Allie Dixon's going to make a heck of a play there in center field. So because of that, the runner go ahead run, and here's a pop-up. Hits right over my head here in
press box. Yeah.
Our press box. But so if you're Wilmington, I think you're actually pretty fortunate. You had a double that was hit all the way to the fence line, and the runner at first base doesn't score.
You're right. Yeah, that was fortunate.
I mean, I know obviously if you're Wolf just freshly coming to the game, you don't want to make a mistake. Rather be safe than sorry. Sitting at third with 1 out. Here's a grounder, and that's not going to do it. Bowles makes the play 5-3, and all of a sudden now here you go.
2 outs.
Yep. That play could come back to haunt Capital in this inning. The failure to get the bunt down that would have scored the run for sure, right from second, and then a little bit of we'll call it conservative base running by Wolf there. I think she hesitated and didn't really round second really aggressively, and then if you're Coach Payne, you got no choice but to hold her up at third at that point.
Well, and the ball hit in the air, she did the right thing trying to hold up, but she must not be able to judge it because, I mean, that ball was hit hard.
Yep. That
really,
ball was fouled off.
She should have took it. Should have just took off, but she must have thought there was a chance it could be caught.
So it's 0-1 here.
So 2 outs, runner second and third, and Fidel up, and she is 1 for 3 today. Foul straight back.
0-2 now. But if you're in Wolf's defense, you're still in a good spot if you're Capital, right? You had a runner at third with only 1 out. You got to think that you're going to score that run. But now all of a sudden, after a ground out, anything hit in the outfield that would have scored a run with 1 out now won't.
Right.
Here with 2, and this one, Charlie, I'm going to call for the Hargrave up by the chin here. Something not close to the strike zone. Like,
Struck
got
her
her.
out. Struck her
Excessive
out.
window shopping
On the outside.
there on the outside corner. I think maybe that's a little bit of reverse psychology there, Charlie, where Capital did not think that Beth would throw anything close, and she did, and Fatal just watched it go by. So I think if you're Nan Payne, you really got to be scratching your head there in that inning. If leaving, as you see her walking
She has a few words for the umpire. She was walking
yeah.
off the.
I think just some substitution changes there for Cap, but if you're Crusaders, you got to be disappointed.
Re-entering.
Yep, 14's coming back in for Cap.
So who we got coming up? We got Hooper, Burkhart, and Bowles. So Hooper needs to get on. She is 1 for 1 in this game. And this is Sawyer Hooper.
All right, so this is when we score our run here and sweep this
Well,
thing.
Sawyer Hooper
Yeah.
can get them going right here.
And I'll be sure, checking out WilmingtonQuakers.com, if Wilmington were to come back to win this game, we'll be sure to mention that sequence in the story. That was a huge,
big, important
if you're with the leadoff walk and a double, if you're Capital, if you execute, you're scoring a run. Right, you're scoring a run for sure, and you're coming into this half inning up a run. Instead, you're still tied.
Hooper is not batting. We're going to take that out.
This is Jillia Cook.
Cook is coming back
who
in.
started as the catcher, can actually re-enter.
Right. So Hooper's out there now.
Now hitting.
Sawyer.
Correct.
Number 10, Julia Hook.
Yeah. So this is Cook's one re-entry. If she gets on base and then gets pinch run for, she is also done.
Well, and do they have another catcher, though?
Not that I know of, so she'll probably catch.
She'll probably just have to run.
But that'll be I was going to say that'll be an interesting decision for Coach Floyd. If Jillia gets on base here, what do you do as far as
if she's your
So
only
the
other
question
catcher.
is, why did we substitute in here?
Well,
Jillia's got a better bat than Sawyer,
All right.
ball one.
is my guess.
So you're going for offense.
I would say you're going to try to score a run here and end the game as opposed to playing for the longer game. And Jillia is going to ground one to
and
short.
She boots it.
Still going to make the play,
Throws her
though,
out,
so
yeah.
6-3.
It's close.
And Burkhart coming up. Burkhart is 1 for 3. She has a base hit in this game.
Now hitting.
In the first game, she was
Number 30, Mariah
2 for 3.
Burkhart.
She needs to get her. She needs to get on. And here, even in this situation, I would 6-6. We got to have a runner on. We're not swinging the bat until we get a strike on us. Yeah. Sometimes you got to sacrifice a little bit for the team.
Ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
Yep. And I agree with you, Charlie. Again, just I feel like you're taking
Until you get
at
a
least the
strike.
first strike.
Yep. Oh, fouled away.
I think that would have been a strike. There's your namesake Creek claiming another victim.
Might have been. Should have been probably called a strike, but you never know. You never know. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's
3-1.
inside.
Now you're going to get a good pitch to hit here.
And ball's fouled off. Full count.
All right, we've got 1 out. No runners. 3-2.
Bottom of the 7th inning, so
All tied
run
up.
crosses the plate. That's the game. And a sweep for the Quakers. Wilmington taking game 1, if you just tuned in. Yep, and got her. Yep, that was an off-speed pitch and looked like a high outside fastball. I don't know if that was it looked like a changeup maybe to me.
That was a changeup all the way.
Yep.
She thought it was going to come in high, and that thing dropped in the
Yep.
strike zone.
Yep.
So, Bowles, she's 1 for 3.
Back up.
And there's a base hit.
That's it.
There's
With
your
2
runner.
outs.
So now Kaylee Barber, who actually I believe has a triple in
She
this
does.
game, if she gets an extra base hit, that's going to score. Most likely would score Kendall Bowles average to above average wheels at first base. Also with 2 outs, she's going to be going on the crack of a bat.
Oh, yeah,
so
absolutely. She's not going to be holding back.
an extra base hit will win the game here, or at least let Coach Floyd send Bowles here. Barber does have 1 home run on the year.
And Barber's triple was right to right center, and they're shading her more toward left.
Yep.
So if she can get that shot to right, and look, they're pulling her over further left field.
Yep.
That's silly, man.
Yep. Yeah.
Unless they have like scouting reports and tendencies, that's because her triple earlier was like right almost at the flag.
If she
pole.
also, Charlie, if Barber hits a strong line drive right between the pitcher and the second baseman, that's going to roll for a long time.
3-0.
But
kind of pitching around her.
Can't find the strike zone here for Cap.
And that might be on purpose.
Well, it doesn't matter. We'll take the walk and put a runner at second base.
I'm gonna guess, Charlie, it probably isn't. Given that
Prager hit a double last time.
And you really don't want to put the game-winning run in scoring position.
All 4.
Really don't think that's
4 straight balls.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a mound visit here from Capital, and we're going to get just that. Not sure if it's Andrea Klingel or Carissa Cardenas there, but Beth Floyd is going to have a talking to with Barber, and it's Megan Krager, as you said, and she does have a double this game, Charlie?
Yeah, she is 1 for 2. She has a double, and she flew out to the right fielder, and then she had a sacrifice bunt earlier.
Umpire's writing something down, so I wonder if there's going to be some form of change.
29 for 2.
Yeah, we do have a pinch runner here for Wilmington.
For 2.
It is senior Miranda Wilson, also from your town of Marysville, Ohio.
That's
so
not
now,
my town. I've never been there.
Runners, Miranda Wilson is the game-winning run there at second base. Megan Krager at the plate, and again, as you said, Charlie, one of the things if we talk about the last inning that was almost beneficial for Wilmington is that double for Capital happened with less than 2 outs.
Okay,
right? Because if there was 2 outs, she probably would have scored.
You got 4 straight balls, so you take this right now.
If she's going to swing at the first pitch,
that's in there.
That
is
going to do
That's
it. Miranda Wilson crosses the plate, and the Quakers walk off with a victory over Capital.
Krager,
and that's going to do it. A sweep for the Quakers.
7-6. They don't count that other run. 7-6. Right. So we get a sweep here.
Yeah, that was a great way to end it there.
Yeah.
With 2 outs. So Wilmington
they sweep the Crusaders, 9-7,
and then win the second
7-6. Yeah.
There you go. You can have that for your. Give it to Mitch. Give him a present.
So Krager, she delivers, and
here, Mitch.
Everybody goes home a winner.
There's my gift to you. in case you ever need to now keep score there. Hey, you might want to look at that. You might learn something.
Oh, yeah, Charlie.
I'm serious.
Yeah. All right. Well, good game, Charlie. And we want to thank everybody that tuned in today on Campus Nation and also on WZAA 106.9 LPFM in Jeffersonville, Ohio.